So since I last saw you, you've been very popular of a lot of historians from your artillery battalion and from the Battle of the Bulge in France and Germany. And I wanted to ask you this, the German flag you have in front of you, do you remember where you got it?
I think it was the Battle of Bastogne, if I can remember correctly. Not true.
And is that a Luger?
German Luger.
Can you pick it up?
I certainly can.
Where did you get that?
Off a German soldier.
Do you remember where?
It was right before they attacked us from the church when I came down. To my best of my memory.
And that church was in Belgium.
Belgium, right.
And
I can't think of the, but I still receive Bastogne. I don't know why I always said
could you see Bastogne from that steeple, from the church? And your job was to direct artillery fire.
Right, the infantry.
To protect them.
Right.
Because they were besieged in the town.
We saw them coming with a white uniform, everything. So that's why we were up on the top of the church steeple, watching. When they were coming, we told we called infantry, and then we get out of it, and that's when they start shooting at us.
You know, the Germans didn't wear those white uniforms until the Battle of the Bulge.
Right.
They wore them on the Eastern Front, but against the Russians. But the first time the Americans saw them with this new camouflage was the Battle of the Bulge, and a lot of guys were caught off guard.
Right.
So you were basically a surveyor or forward observer.
Forward surveyor, right.
Mm-hmm.
We went before the infantry went. So we would survey the land and then give them the information.
How much artillery do you think that you called in during that period of time in December?
Oh, God. Many times. Hard to remember.
And then I believe you said you had a close call. You had a close call in the church steeple. What happened?
They were shooting at us. The jeep driver was going. Me and the jeep driver, me and another soldier. We got in the jeep and all we did was he kept going this way. And they were shooting at us. Thank God.
So the jeep was zigzagging
on
an icy road.
While they were shooting at us.
And they were shooting at you with machine guns or rifle fire?
Whatever they were shooting them.
Because they knew you guys were in that church.
I was looking back.
Yeah, no, I know. Did you take any German prisoners during the Battle of the Bulge? Or in Germany?
Our team did. I don't remember what we put in a truck and the truck took them.
Mm-hmm. Did you, at one point during the Battle of the Bulge, where were you sleeping at nighttime? Where'd you sleep?
We had taken over the church, number one, and we took over some building. I don't remember that.
Did you guys know that you were surrounded at any point?
No, not until we told them from the tower, the church tower. We told them we saw the tanks coming and the guys in white.
Wow. That must have been a
That's when we came down.
Now, that must have been that was a scary feeling, seeing all that German firepower coming your way.
Yep. But you know what? I'm here.
If you want, I'd like to move the swords and the gun off the flag and have them hold it up.
Roger.
Yeah. Can you hold up that German flag real quick?
Sure.
Make it easy for you.
Do you remember where you pulled that out of?
Memory is, I just took it.
Good. Good for you. You can put it down, Sam. Did you see a lot of those hanging in windows and stuff when you went to Germany?
Oh, yeah, everywhere. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Saw a lot of dead soldiers, too, for Americans. I saw a lot of buildings destroyed as we were filtering in. I don't talk about it too much.
I don't blame you.
I never do.
I don't blame you. So Sam, you earned the Bronze Star with a V for Valor when you were just 19 years old. And you were a member of the 740th Field Artillery Battalion,
Right.
attached to Patton's 3rd Army.
Right.
And so I'd like for you to read your citation, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Take your time.
Yep. The award of the Bronze Star Medal citation. The Bronze Star Medal is awarded to Samuel J. Boike, 317-1149 PFC, Field Artillery, 740th FA Battalion, who while serving with the Army of the United States, distinguished himself by heroism on 16 December 1944 in Germany. He gave much valuable information to his unit's command post. Then the enemy troops threatened to overrun the conversation post. PFC Boike stayed at his post and continued to report the location of the enemy activities. PFC Boike disregard his personal safety to accomplish his mission and reflected credit upon himself and his organization. His actions were in keeping with the highest tradition of the armed forces.
Awesome. How does that feel? Does that bring up memories?
A little bit.
You put your life on the line and you saved a lot of civilians, and you probably saved even more U.S. troops.
I'm sure a lot of other guys did too.
Yes, they did. But I'm glad your effort got recognized. A lot of guys didn't get recognized.
You're right.
Do you remember that day?
I do. I don't talk about anything. You never heard me talk about the service, right?
What?
I never talk about the service. Never.
Not until grandkids came around.
Right?
I didn't learn about the actual Cambridge Regional Latin School and him leaving school in January of his senior year until about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was stunned.
Yeah.
I don't know how it even came up in
Yeah.
conversation
Yep.
that he had left school in January, but I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, my uncle was at Boston English, and the same thing with him. The senior year got cut short. He was born in 1925.
Uncle Bud, here's this out loud. I want you to sit back and listen. A Bronze Star Medal is awarded to Samuel J. Boike, PFC, Field Artillery, 740th Field Artillery Battalion, who, while serving with the 3rd Army of the United States of America, distinguished himself by heroism on 16 December 1944 in Germany. PFC Boike, survey private, by disregarding his personal safety to do his assignment, gave much valuable information to his unit's command post. When the observation post came under continuous automatic weapon and heavy artillery fire, and the enemy troops threatened to overrun the observation post, PFC Boike stayed at his post and continued to report the location of enemy activities. PFC Boike's disregard for personal safety to accomplish his mission reflected credit upon himself and his organization. His actions were in keeping with the highest traditions of the armed forces. Love you, Pop.
Thanks for your job.
Thank you.
We love you.
Thank you. We love you too.
There's no. Someone said there was a salad bar in here.
I know.
Hey, can you imagine if his generation had TikTok back then and DAPs? No, you had to go fight.
Do you remember being in Luxembourg during Christmas?
Yes, I remember where I was. I was in a truck. I had a detail. You know, all the trucks were. I said, we're not living to be home.
What were you doing on the detail? What was the detail part? What were you doing?
It was like a detail watching the trucks. We had like trucks all over the place. So we all took turns. Observation.
Okay.
Entry control, ECP. Make
Yeah,
sure that they're
right.
protected.
I've been looking up at the stars and said, why can't I be home Christmas?
So you carried that great tradition of doing details in the army?
Germany, Grandma's sleeping. Any ladies?
Say no comment.
I lost my memory. There he is.
There you are, you're a handsome devil, you.
Yes, sir.
Brian, did you
Looks
explain
like
that?
Catherine.
Did you explain that thing?
I
Brian, did
muted
you
it.
explain
I
that
muted it in
thing?
case you started
Did you
talking.
explain the? Did you explain?
I don't know.
Yes, Andy explained it to me. Pop, behind you was, these are,